Okay, good morning from Tseram. Today is the third and final kind of big destination that we're hitting on this circuit trek. We're hitting the south base camp of Kanchenjunga, also known as Oktang base camp, because you can see Oktang as well. So it's conflicting reports. I read it can take up to 12 hours. We talked to some guys who did it yesterday, said it was 7 hours round trip. Our guide says it's 3 hours one way, so not sure how long. Could be a pretty long day, but definitely not going to be as long as yesterday. Although yesterday was 7 hours, so could be as long as yesterday, but it's going to be beautiful. So we've been going for 3 hours now and still not to Ramchi. Hopefully another 20 minutes till we get there, and then 2 hours to Oktang base camp. I don't know what it is today, but I am struggling. Could be that we got an 800 meter elevation gain, and I don't know if I'm dehydrated or just undercarbed or what the deal is, but I'm really lagging today. This part right now, not so bad. Pretty flat. But right when we first started at Tseram, it was straight up for maybe like 45 minutes to an hour, and I was really struggling. But epic views, as you can see, all the way around. Oktang right there, and then when we get to the base camp, we'll be able to see Kanchenjunga. This is the last big day. I mean, we have like another big day on the way down. It's an 8-hour day to Yamfudin in a couple days, but I don't think it's going to be as intense as this or the last couple days. Well, we made it, Oktang base camp, a little over 5 hours, over 900 meters elevation gain in a little over 5 hours. Beginning was real tough for me this morning, and then this last little climb, this little push to the top here. But epic views. Look at this Oktang. It looks like it's right there, like you can almost reach out and touch it. Of course, the glacier separating us. And then Kanchenjunga, the opposite side from where we were a few days ago, just right over there. So, although they call this Kanchenjunga South Base Camp, technically it's not the official base camp for this mountaineering approach on Kanchenjunga. The official base camp, to get to it, you have to cross the glacier, and you need, crampons and mountaineering equipment, ladders, and stuff like that. So, for all intents and purposes, this is Kanchenjunga South Base Camp. if you're just doing the trek, the Kanchenjunga Circuit. But man, I have to say, as far as treks go, this may be the best trek in Nepal. I mean, there's nobody else here. I mean, we've seen a couple people at some guest houses that we've been at. We've also been the only people at some guest houses. So for the money, I mean, I don't think you can beat this Kanchenjunga Circuit. I mean, you go do Everest Base Camp, you go do Annapurna Base Camp or Annapurna Circuit. There's just going to be so many people there. And, you know, sometimes it's nice to meet new people, but a lot of times I find that too many people, you know, wreck the vibe. I mean, we're out here alone in the middle of the Himalayas. It's just fantastic. And it's not the most expensive trek either. I'll probably do another video breakdown on... I'll probably do a breakdown on the cost of everything just to give you some idea of the cost of this, but you know, we did it very cheap for both of us. It's a little over $100 a day, you know, including everything. So transportation, lodging, food, permits, guide. Yeah, man, I highly recommend this Kanchenjunga Circuit. Going over those passes was probably the highlight for me, but right now just chilling out, enjoying these. I mean, look at this. Tremendous, tremendous views all to ourselves. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I feel super lucky to be here. I just want to say that if I can do it, if Sam can do it, you know, you guys could definitely do it. Obviously, you can't just jump off the couch and start trekking in the Himalayas, but, you know, I don't talk about it enough, but Sam has 2 torn ACLs. So she did this crazy trek. It's going to end up being probably over 150 miles walking for over 3 weeks straight. Up to 5,200 meters was the highest elevation we were at. And she did it with 2 torn ACLs. And man, I'm super proud of her. And let that be motivation for you, you know. Start small, but always dream big. So we're leaving Tseram today, and the damage for the food for 3 days that we were there was 7,500 rupees. So about a little less than 25 bucks a day for 2 people, not too bad. There was one night where Sam was feeling sick and my stomach was a little upset, so we did skip dinner. But headed down now. Last few days of the trek, basically downhill, except one day is kind of partially uphill. But today we're headed to Torangdin. Should be a quick, easy 4-hour day down to that. As we're descending down next to the Kola River here, that's fed by the Yalung Glacier that we were up next to yesterday, I can't help but fantasize about jumping in a kayak or a raft and just bombing this thing. The flow looks epic. Met a guy at a tea house, had a big scar on his face, who was gored by a yak when he was like 8 years old. Oh, that guy's big. So we're dropping 1,000 meters in one day today. And I think this might be the most drastic change in landscape that we've seen in a single day. Because we went from pretty close to being above the tree line, at least in view of the snow-covered Himalayas, down to now, and we're in the giant rhododendrons now, and I just saw some baby bamboo plants, so it's been quite a shift in a single day. did see some of these big shifts on the way up on the other side, but I don't think as dramatic as this. No, we definitely did not see it as quick as this. Well, we finally made it to Torangdin. A little less than 5 hours. It was 4 hours and 45 minutes. Nice little town here. A couple of lodges overlooking the river here. Pretty nice. As usual, probably going to chill out for a little while and wait for that dalbat to be ready, and then chow down on some dalbat and go to bed early. Another exciting night trekking the Himalayas. This is the room, if you're curious. It'll be warmer here. I mean, we are 3,000 feet lower, so should be passing the bamboo and stuff, so should be a nice, comfortable night.
Infamous.